So have a look at the video which I'm going to link above and in the description box around 10 side hustles that you can start from home now. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about starting a beading side hustle. What do I mean by that? I mean by taking beads and creating beautiful neck pieces and arm pieces and ear pieces and selling them to make a profit. My beading story comes from a place where I needed to earn an additional income alongside my 9 to 5. I had just recently gotten separated and I had 2 kids that I had to support, plus a mortgage, a bond which needed to go off. So every month I found myself in a situation where the money that I was making was just not enough, and this side hustle supported me like nothing. So the first thing that I did was I did some research. So I checked, is there anybody else in this area selling jewelry? I also checked, would I be able to get a supplier to buy bulk from so that I'm able to make a profit as well? Because buying from a local shop, you are not paying the bulk price, you're not paying a cheaper price. And that would have been an issue for me, because then which means I cannot put a high markup on the beads as well. And then a couple of questions that I asked myself.
It's a time of prayer and introspection.
I asked myself, how bad do I want this? And I really needed the money at the time. Do I have the skills? Do I have the skill set? Because I'm going to be required to sit still and actually work with my hands. And then also, am I willing to learn? Which is such an important question to ask yourself. Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to put the hours in? And for me, it was tick, tick, tick. I took one weekend out of my life at the time and I bought myself a small little kit, which I will show you what basic tools you need to start this business. I will show it to you here. And I literally started teaching myself how to bead. Second thing I did was, of course, like I've already said, I found a supplier.
Time to take action.
I found a supplier where I could purchase bulk beads from, because I found that buying bulk beads, I got it at a cheaper price and then I could mark up and I could actually make a profit. So this is very important. Just buying it from a local shop, that was just when I started out and I needed to practice, and I started selling my first few items. But the moment I saw that there's an interest and people are buying and my goodies are unique, I started looking at a bulk supplier. There's 2 of them in Cape Town. I will link them below. And I started getting my first shipment of beads, bulk beads, and this is where everything started for me. So what about marketing and advertising? Now, I was not on any social media platforms at the time. The only places where I could market was at work and friends and family. The little bit of friends and family that I have around me, because I had relocated to another city at the time. So I basically, when I used to start, I used to take some of these things to work and show them at work. So I used to display my beaded items at work as well. And I used to show or send photos to friends and family to show them what I am doing. And that was basically the only marketing or advertising that I did at the time, to show people what I can do. And what really sold was gift sets, whereby you create the neck piece, the arm piece, and the earrings together and you sell it together as a gift. Also, what sold at the time was keyrings. So beautiful keyrings. As an example, look at the simple wooden beaded keyring. So keyrings was also a high seller because people were always looking, I think people are still looking for cheap gifts, but good quality at a good price type of gifts. And that was also a very high seller at the time. That is basically what I did in terms of marketing and in terms of advertising. Now just think what you can do now with all the social media platforms availability, with WhatsApp statuses and all these things where you can advertise and market your product and get a few people interested to buy it as well. So just as an example, I went and I looked for some earrings that I made a couple of years back. And I came across this pair, and as you can see, it's really simple. It's just a hook with 1 round bead and just 3 little beads and a little feather. And if I put these on, you can actually see they are stunning and they actually stand out against my hair. And there you are. Very, very beautiful. So these are the type of earrings that you can make when you start a beading craft business. So in today's video, I basically shared with you 3 simple steps. And let's not overcomplicate things. Let's not overthink things. It's very, very simple. You just need to make a decision that this is something that you could potentially do or something that you know that you are interested in. You could totally start your own beading or craft business and get started on a few sets and advertise them and get them into your clients' hands. And if you still don't know me, my name is Michelle Scott and I am a creativity coach and I support women that want to start a side business alongside their 9 to 5. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you are interested in starting your own side hustle but you still feel that you are overwhelmed and anxious and you don't know what to do, book a free 30-minute clarity call with me and I will totally support you on this journey. I am all about side hustles. I'm all about starting a business alongside your 9 to 5 so that you can earn that little bit of extra income that you so desperately need at this point in your life. And if it is something that you want to do in the long term, we can also look at that. But I do offer a free 30-minute clarity call if that is something that you would be interested in.